Hi, 11/6/2016, 12:47 a.m. It's actually the thing that's going to be on the video portion of this is 11/5/2016, not 11/6. Just down here after midnight, so the date has changed. So, today was actually 6-month anniversary of me quitting smoking, so that's cool. It was just to backtrack on that. That didn't make any sense. But I don't feel like I had a very difficult time quitting smoking because I read this thing called actually even before that I felt like I could pretty easily quit because I'd been using nicotine lozenges or not lozenges, fucking the patches. I'd used them before and not smoked for 3 days or whatever because I didn't have any cigarettes, and I just had those on and. I remember that seeming surprisingly easy to do. It wasn't a challenge at all to not smoke with those on. And so I just figured I'll do that again at some point, but quit for real this time. And so after the whole heart attack business, I was no longer going to smoke after that. So I just quit. And I used the nicotine patches for a month. But yeah, it just wasn't difficult for me. I don't know why. Well, see, the thing was though, I read this book, and I'd had hunches about this before, about it being mostly just the romance of smoking holding you back. If you've ever tried to quit smoking. It's mostly just a mental game. It's not physical. I mean, physical withdrawal. You could fucking sleep through physical withdrawal. If you're smoking, you do every night. But for me, it was realizing that it's just mostly the romance of it, the nostalgia of cigarettes, thinking, oh man, I wish I used to love smoking. I wish I could get back to that. Because it's kind of like everything. Because you always look back and think, with rose-colored glasses, that things were better than they really were. And you do that with smoking too. But if you really examine, cigarettes, it's I can't personally think of any good thing that I got. Every cigarette, I don't want to sound preachy here. So, I should probably just stop while I'm ahead. Yeah, but I don't personally, I just remember it, fucking, it just doesn't do anything for me. And when you smoke cigarettes, it's like you're smoking them and it's not doing anything. What's it doing for you? It's not doing anything. It doesn't even, for me anyway, it's just for me. I don't know for anybody else, but it just didn't even relax me. It was just I was just doing it for whatever reason. Because I was addicted to I'm just smoking. Yeah, so I don't smoke anymore. And it's been 6 months, and today's the 6-month anniversary. Or yesterday was, 11/5 would have been. So, half a year, yay. So my cilia have probably regrown by this point. They always say on those quitting smoking timelines that your cilia take 1 to 9 months to grow back. So, actually, I don't even remember coughing because people say that they, get into coughing fits when they quit smoking. I didn't cough at all, so maybe that's, indicative of the state of my lungs. So maybe they were actually just healthy all along. I did run regularly while I was smoking, so. And that, it might have slowed me down a little bit. Because, I run a lot more than I did then. Now. I run 2.8 miles every other day. But then I was only running 1.3 miles every other day. Which, that's still substantial, but. Especially because it was through hills. It's not just running 1.3 miles on flat ground. That's running through hills. So maybe I was just healthy all along and I didn't need to quit smoking. But, whatever. There's no need for me to smoke. Doesn't do anything for me. Bolognese. I've been watching a lot of cooking things. Not exactly sure why. I was watching. I mean, it first started off. I was just watching episodes of like Kitchen Nightmares, but then I started watching like Marco Pierre White, like his old videos, and I was getting into that, and just like his meticulousness was intriguing to me. And I was watching Mario Batali last night, and he's got some kind of circulation issues with his legs because it's like you can see the blood pooled in his feet. He's just like he looks like an unhealthy guy. But I mean, he's like 60, so actually he looks remarkably. Yeah, I mean, you could say he looks about early 50s. It's probably because he's not gray. His hair is not gray. That makes him look slightly younger than 60. Because I mean, a lot of men in 60 are gray completely. Yeah. Okay, just checking. I thought maybe the microphone was, I don't know, hooked up to the wrong one. Or no, I thought maybe I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm just, I'm fucking zoning out here. Eagles play tomorrow. I kept forgetting. Usually on Saturday, I'm like, all day, I'm like, oh, the Eagles are playing tomorrow. Yay. But, I just kept forgetting that they were playing today. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's indicative of the fact. Maybe I'm just like losing interest because they lost to the Cowboys. It's very possible. Hey! I can speak through my sinuses again. I think I should see. And now it's. I think I should try. It's. I can't speak. I'm like retarded right now. I think I should try to start speaking through my sinuses again because I think like subconsciously I've been speaking mostly through my mouth because I listen to tapes or audio recordings from me in like 2013 and my voice just sounds different then. It sounds more nasally. And I think it's because I was speaking more through my sinuses than, I am now because I'm speaking through mostly just my mouth because I'm afraid of breathing into my sinuses because of the air that just like gets trapped in there or whatever. Because, I have like some kind of infection. But I feel like that's clearing up actually. I haven't taken Meclizine. I haven't taken a lot of Meclizine lately because I just haven't needed to. And so, that would be nice if my infection were finally clearing up. Yeah, see, I can, now I'm speaking through my sinuses again, so, that's a good thing. And, I'm not getting, dizzy. That was the thing, is that I was getting dizzy when I was speaking through my sinuses because, boring topic here. But yeah, I actually feel, I'm back to feeling fantastic again. Yeah, I listened to last night's journal and it just didn't sound good to me. Like it was, until the very end when I was talking about that Louis C.K. thing. Like if I showed my music to Louis C.K., would he like it? But yeah, just today and yesterday, I don't feel like I've said anything really substantive. Just kind of rambling. Yeah. So what else? Ate well again today. Had a butternut squash. Had a 2 boiled egg and avocado sandwiches. Put some lemon juice, olive oil, salt, pepper, paprika on the egg. And, just avocado and just ate the fucker and it was delicious. Really liking this Whole Foods thing. They always say, oh, I'm eating clean. Which is, that's a pretty douchey thing to say, but, I guess I'm eating clean, so I guess I'm a douche now. Yeah, it's like I'll probably at some point go over and get some ice cream. Just to, like every couple of weeks, I think it's probably fine to have some ice cream, but the main thing is, and it was the same thing with quitting smoking for me, it's just, what are you losing by eating bad, or what are you losing by not smoking? that was just that's just what helped me. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to be preachy. Yeah, so it's almost 1:00, and I'm up to 10 minutes, so I don't even have to talk anymore. I've met my obligation for the day. All right, goodbye.